Hello guys, today I will share some dark truth of Pablo Picasso. Pablo Picasso, despite his artistic genius, had a complex personal life that included tumultuous relationships and sometimes questionable behavior towards women. He was known for his multiple affairs and often treated women in his life poorly, which has been a subject of criticism and reflection on the intersection of art and ethics. Understanding Picasso requires acknowledging both his revolutionary artistic contributions and the less flattering aspects of his personal conduct. Another aspect of the ugly truth about Picasso involves his political affiliations and how they evolved during his lifetime. Initially, Picasso was sympathetic to communist ideals and was involved with leftist movements. However, during the Spanish Civil War, he faced criticism for not taking a more active stance against the fascist forces of General Franco. Later in life, Picasso also faced criticism for maintaining relationships with authoritarian regimes, such as his interactions with the Franco regime in Spain. Additionally, Picasso's art collection, which was vast and included works from various cultures, has raised ethical questions regarding how these artifacts were acquired. Some pieces were obtained through questionable means, including during periods of colonial expansion. Overall, while Picasso's artistic contributions are immense and influential, his personal and political decisions reveal complexities and contradictions that have been scrutinized by historians and critics alike. Another dimension of the ugly truth about Picasso involves his treatment of fellow artists and collaborators. Despite being a pioneering figure in modern art, Picasso was known to sometimes exploit and overshadow the contributions of other artists. For instance, his relationship with Georges Braque, with whom he co-founded Cubism, was initially collaborative, but later became strained as Picasso sought to dominate the movement's narrative and acclaim. Furthermore, Picasso's relationships with his children and family members were often troubled. He had multiple children with different partners, and his role as a father was reportedly distant and sometimes neglectful. His personal life, marked by frequent changes in partners and residences, contributed to a volatile family environment. Lastly, Picasso's fame and success led to a certain level of arrogance and entitlement. He was known for his extravagant lifestyle and demands, often expecting special treatment and privileges. This aspect of his personality sometimes clashed with his public image as a revolutionary and avant-garde artist. These facets of Picasso's life illustrate a more nuanced and complex portrait of the artist beyond his creative genius and the impact of his personal choices on those around him. One of the darker stories from Picasso's life involves his treatment of women, particularly his relationship with his first wife, Olga Koklova. Picasso married Olga in 1918, but their relationship quickly deteriorated due to his infidelity and domineering behavior. Despite Olga's devotion and sacrifices for Picasso, he continued to have affairs, including a significant one with Marie Therese Walter. The situation worsened in the 1930s when Picasso essentially abandoned Olga and their son Pablo, moving on to new relationships without providing adequate support. Olga, who remained legally married to Picasso until her death in 1955, struggled with mental health issues and financial difficulties, exacerbated by Picasso's neglect and his refusal to grant her a divorce. This story highlights Picasso's callousness towards those closest to him, particularly in his treatment of Olga, whose life was deeply affected by his actions. It underscores the complex and sometimes cruel aspects of Picasso's personal life, contrasting sharply with his public persona as an artistic revolutionary. Another troubling aspect of Picasso's life is his association with the German occupation during World War II. While living in Nazi-occupied Paris, Picasso continued to produce art, but did not openly resist the occupation or align himself with the resistance movements. This lack of explicit opposition drew criticism from many quarters, especially considering Picasso's earlier leftist sympathies and his condemnation of fascism. Additionally, during this period, Picasso maintained contact with German art dealer Daniel Henry Kahnweiler, who had been forced to flee France due to his Jewish heritage. Picasso continued to sell artwork through Kahnweiler's contacts in Switzerland, which some viewed as profiting indirectly from the Nazi regime's policies. Furthermore, Picasso's relationships with women continued to be controversial during the war years. He was involved with Dora Maar, an artist and photographer who struggled with mental health issues, exacerbated by their tumultuous relationship. Picasso's treatment of Maar and his other romantic partners during this period reflects a pattern of emotional volatility and exploitation.